A night full of talking. Some was good, some was really bad. But we're going to try and not talk as much because they did it all for us. Smackdown started off strong. We had the respectful confrontation between the Usos and the New Day post Hell in a Cell. This whole segment was really awesome. I appreciated this from beginning to end.
Yeah, the whole thing was good, with one slightly confusing hiccup directly in the middle.
Okay.
Why the hell was Daniel Bryan so pissed off when
I don't know.
out?
We never saw Daniel Bryan again.
Okay, so the Usos and the New Day were doing their whole thing, and then all the other teams came out and tried to like, hey, we want to be the next #1 contenders.
Yeah, Hype Bros came out and said some things. Gable and Benjamin are like, hey, we beat you. Breezango came out and didn't say anything because they were immediately interrupted by the Ascension.
Yeah, and then Daniel Bryan comes out and he's like, no, you guys got to get out of the... He's like, now is not the time.
Yeah, tonight is not a good night to do this.
So get out of the ring. And, like, New Day and the Usos were like, what's going on? Like, what the hell? Why is he being so serious? And then Daniel Bryan's like, no, when I say get out of the ring, I mean get out of the ring.
And it was mostly just because he was making a #1 contender match for the other 4 teams to decide who was going to face the Usos next.
Yeah, it just seemed like he was being way too aggressive.
Daniel Bryan was in a bad mood. Maybe it was the Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens stuff. Like, maybe he was just really worried about Shane. I don't know.
Maybe he's good friends with Neville.
But he was real mad. But then we did have the Fatal 4-Way between the other 4 teams to determine who would face the Usos next. Really fun match to watch. Everyone kind of getting their own time to shine.
Except for Breezango.
Yeah, well, they took the fall, too.
They didn't do a whole lot, unfortunately.
We never got Pulp Fashion.
Nope.
We must have missed it. Maybe it wasn't on our feed. But anyway, Gable and Benjamin ended up picking up the #1 contender spot after everyone kind of got eliminated. Gable ended up, like, kind of doing an assisted leapfrog to Tyler Breeze into powerbomb position on Shelton Benjamin. And then the clothesline added, and Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable will now get a shot at the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
Good job, guys.
We had some ladies situation. Natalia was talking about how great...
Ladies situation.
Well...
It's a situation I don't want to be on.
What? No,
some ladies situation.
I would not want to be in this situation because Natalia was talking about how great it looks to still be holding the women's championship.
Then just about every other woman from SmackDown showed up.
Well, Lana said, hey, it looks great on you, but it's going to look better on Tamina. And then Natty's like, hey, at least we can all agree, because Carmella ended up coming in too. But Natty was like, hey, at least we can all agree that Charlotte's not champion. That's good, right? And then Charlotte came in and forearmed the fuck out of Natty's face. And then it was an all-out brawl.
Yeah, and it was crazy because, like, not even involved in the conversation, Becky Lynch and Naomi just pop in from off screen.
Yeah, it's like
we're in.
Like they knew Charlotte was going to need some backup, so they're just kind of like waiting on the outside. And all this boiled down to was we had Becky Lynch versus Carmella, and Becky Lynch defeated Carmella with a disarmer.
Because logic.
Yeah.
Then for real's logic, like, Becky Lynch is way better than Carmella. So.
And Carmella's tiny, so she's easy to manipulate. I did like her use of James Ellsworth on the outside, kicking between his legs and kicking the knee of Becky Lynch. That was brilliant. Then we had Kevin Owens talking about how apparently during Hell in a Cell he saw the light. He was
essentially Kevin Owens is saying that he died.
He had a near-death experience inside Hell in a Cell.
He had a full-on out-of-body experience.
And St. Peter apparently at the pearly gates said they need you down on Earth.
The world needs Kevin Owens. And
gave him the guardian angel, Sami Zayn. I did appreciate Sami Zayn's flip. I do.
I'm glad they went the heel turn route and
not like Sami didn't know what else to do.
Yeah.
I like Sami's way of thinking. It's interesting. It'll be fun to see how they end up playing with it as far as like his character. Where does it go from here? Does this benefit Sami Zayn? Or is it going to be both of them going for singles titles? Is it going to be them joining the tag division?
Oh God, I want that one.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Usos? Or the New Day?
Yeah.
Or Breezango?
Uh-huh.
Or Benjamin and Gable?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Or murdering Mojo Rawley. I mean,
or squashing
the
Ascension.
hype bros.
Fuck that. Speaking of tag team action, Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura apparently were going to team up and took on Rusev and Aiden English. Because reasons.
The Orton part I understood.
Yeah, Nakamura.
The Shinsuke part was the confusing bit.
And on top of that, there was no Jinder Mahal.
Championless SmackDown. He's stuck in whatever city they were in for the pay-per-view.
That was Detroit.
He's stuck in Detroit.
Needless to say, Randy Orton and Shinsuke picked up the win. Fun little end with Aiden English getting the Kinshasa. That happened. I'm gonna let you talk about this one because I know you're a bit more disappointed with it than I am.
What?
The Bludgeon Brothers.
Oh, lordy, lordy. I mean, they're big. They're scary.
It's Harper and Rowan.
They got like hammers
and post-apocalyptic coats. And
yeah.
Rowan still got that lamb mask.
And the funny thing is, like, Harper's coat has a hood on it, and I just automatically assumed that Rowan's coat had a hood on it. But when he pulled the sheet mask off, the hood came with it.
Yeah, the hood is connected to the sheet mask.
So you know, there's the thing.
They are like, I don't know.
I mean, okay, here's the thing. I was told repeatedly by repeated sources that Harper and Rowan were off TV because they were going to repackage them to make them feel like something that is apart from their Wyatt family gimmick.
Well, yeah, they never had coats or hammers.
Essentially, though, this promo was them
channeling their inner Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. Talking about broken bones and severed spinal columns and
I mean
how the morally righteous will fall and justice doesn't mean anything.
I'm not against it.
Here's the pro in this.
Okay.
Rowan will be relevant again.
Yes.
Because he will have a partner.
And
Rowan can't carry himself.
No.
And this is something that I think has been established, is that Rowan cannot carry himself.
Rowan is not a single star. Plus, it is also a benefit that we will have. I mean, Rowan is decent in the ring. He has his moments.
He's got a deep voice.
And yeah, he does. He didn't talk all that often in the Wyatt family,
no.
Nor did he talk all that much when he was on a singles run. But regardless, Rowan is a solid base and can get it done in the ring, but having someone like Harper as a tag team partner, they are, again, going to benefit the tag team division.
Yeah, and what's good is, like, they've already been partners before, so
they already have built-in chemistry.
They know the shtick when they're teaming together. Downsides, they're called the Bludgeon Brothers.
They called themselves the Bludgeon Brothers.
WWE.com says, beware the Bludgeon Brothers.
Because they called themselves the Bludgeon Brothers. That doesn't mean they're going to be announced as the Bludgeon Brothers. Stop putting that shit in the ether, okay?
Don't blame me. They said it. WWE.com said it. They also referred to themselves as Harper and Rowan.
That's
not
scary.
Luke Harper and not Eric Rowan.
That is scary, I will admit. But again, don't put that shit in the ether.
I don't know why you keep pointing at me, brah. It happened on the show.
They might have said it. But again, on multiple occasions, even through commentary, they didn't always say, oh, and Luke Harper with the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but they do that with everybody.
So maybe just
when the person is talking about themselves,
shh,
it's way more official.
You're making it more real, and I don't like it. Let's move past the Bludgeon Brothers.
So I mean,
can we move past the Bludgeon Brothers?
It's Wyatt family, Harper and Rowan with coats.
It's post-apocalyptic club.
Post-apocalyptic.
It is the Ascension and the club smashed together.
It's Rowan and Harper expecting rain.
What? Oh, raincoats?
Yeah.
Maybe it's Harper and Rowan Mad Max style. It's not a bad thing. Mad Max was a good movie.
I think that was a far cry from Mad Max.
I'm looking on the positive side of shit, alright?
Positive side. Luke Harper's back.
Yeah.
Here.
Let's move on to more negative shit, like this really awkward segment between Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode. Holy fuck.
Who forgot their line?
I think they both did. It did kind of look like Bobby was waiting for cues from Dolph, because he would say something and be like, yeah. Yeah. And Dolph wouldn't say anything. And then Bobby would try to talk again, and then Dolph would talk over him, and then they'd settle down, and it got quiet again. It was fucking awful and bizarre, and I didn't like any of it.
Here's the thing. I really hope if that's the case, and it was Bobby Roode waiting for cues from Dolph, I really hope this whole thing was just Dolph ribbing the shit out of him.
Dolph was just trolling Bobby.
Yeah, Dolph was purposely not feeding him the lines he needed to be.
On live TV?
Yes.
Oh, God. Oh, no. It was really bad.
Yeah, I'm not even going to go as far as saying it was bad.
No, don't.
Because...
No, you were just tearing apart the Bludgeon Brothers. Don't save this shitty segment.
Here's the thing. Because at least we're getting a chuckle out of it now.
But I was stressed during the segment because I was waiting for something to at least click, and it never did.
Kind of like their match on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see if they can redo it because they have a match next week on Smackdown.
Too soon?
Do better this time. And then our main event, speaking of rematches, was Baron Corbin versus AJ Styles for the United States Championship.
Yeah.
It was alright. Corbin won clean.
Yeah. Because now that he has a belt, he doesn't have to be Mr. Shortcut guy anymore.
And according to the way AJ was talking on Talking Smack, he's just going to move straight into this whole Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens situation. Because he seemed very pissed off at Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
So whether this means that he's going to team up with Shane eventually down the line,
I'd watch it.
I mean, I ain't going to scoff at it. Let's do
now,
it.
what it is this gives Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, will give them a protagonist to antagonize.
Yeah.
Up until we're closer enough to WrestleMania season to bust out the Shane McMahon plus Triple H card.
Alright.
Which is my theory is where
you've been saying that it's going to be very much McMahon family versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Yeah, because my whole theory on the whole Shane versus Kevin Owens feud was this is what's going to eventually lead to Kevin Owens versus Triple H at WrestleMania.
So you're thinking like maybe Rumble we
might get the tag match.
And so then build it up a couple more months, and then Mania we get Owens and Triple H.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Or vice versa, where Owens and Triple H face off at Rumble.
Sami Zayn.
Maybe Shane doesn't even show up between now and then. Maybe Shane stays off TV
keep Shane off TV. I mean,
Sami,
Rumble's only a couple months away. So.
Sami helps Owens win over Triple H. And that's when Shane comes back and says, hey, let's even the odds. We might not see eye to eye, but we're both family.
That'd be... I'm definitely interested in whatever way they want to do it. If they do the tag match and the singles match, I'm cool with both. 205 Live.
More talking.
Yeah.
A lot of it by Enzo.
With Kalisto and kind of Davari. And Renee Young for a second. This led to a 2-on-1 beatdown.
Mustafa Ali then happened.
Yeah, Mustafa Ali saved Kalisto from a 2-on-1 beatdown. That became our main event. Then we had 2 out of 3 falls. TJP versus Rich Swann.
And it ended the best way I could possibly think.
Rich Swann won 2 straight falls.
Yeah, good job, Rich Swann.
Didn't need a third one. There was nothing afterwards. There was a very intense promo from Rich Swann prior to the match.
Which essentially, to just shorten down what he's saying is, hey, after this match is over, TJP, you don't get to go back to playing nice and going, oh, we're still buds, right? Like, there's no handshake, there's no hug.
Friendship, done.
We're just done with each other.
So
essentially, Rich Swann broke up with him.
Yeah, that's sad. Man.
First, so now, man,
First it was Noam Dar and Alicia Fox. Now it's Rich Swann, TJP. Oh man, pretty soon it's gonna be Kendrick and Gallagher. Sad day.
I think they're made to last.
Well, they just started and their prior relationship was very intense. So I don't know how long this couple thing.
I think it's gonna be like a whirlwind romance.
Yeah, it started with chaos. It's gonna end in chaos. It's gonna be bad.
You gotta think like Daivari and Enzo's not gonna last because their relationship's strictly all about money.
Well,
and that never runs well.
And Enzo was already like talking shit. Like every time he talked shit about the cruiserweights, he put his arm around Daivari, and Daivari's like, he's not talking about me. Like he did it twice, and I was like, no, Daivari, he's definitely talking about you.
Specifically, extra you.
But Rich Swann winning both falls. The first one was cool. He got put in the knee bar, and then he did a back bridge and pinned TJP, and that was cool. And then he defeated TJP with a Phoenix Splash. Tozawa was gonna have a match, maybe.
Yeah, he's on his way to the ring
for something, until Drew Gulak beat the fuck out of him with a sign.
Yeah, first thing he ran down the ramp. And it looked like he was going to clothesline Tozawa from behind, but it was just his fist hitting he donkey punched Tozawa.
He did. And then he hit him in the throat with the
no chance.
Yeah, the no chance sign. Just and then Tozawa was trying to breathe, and it didn't sound too good. This was after Drew Gulak was like This was after Drew Gulak was like, "Hey Enzo, I agree with everything you do." It's weird that Enzo is all of a sudden like getting allies out of the woodwork after the entire Cruiserweight division just fucking ruined him a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden Kendrick is cool with him, Daivari's cool with him, now Gulak is cool with him. It's weird.
Gulak's lit.
No, he's woke.
Woke. Whatever.
Both stupid words. Cedric Alexander is ready for whatever plan Kendrick and Gallagher have for him. Whatever they plan to do next.
Yeah, because he's got a gun now.
No.
No?
No.
Knife. He's got a knife now.
No.
Lightsaber.
Our main event was a tag team match from the beatdown earlier.
Yeah, he's got a lightsaber now.
We had Kalisto. That makes sense because Star Wars is coming out. We had Kalisto and Mustafa Ali taking on Enzo Amore and Arya Daivari. I didn't pay that much attention to the match. Mustafa threw himself around a lot.
Yeah, Mustafa stole the show on this one.
Mustafa is really trying to get noticed lately.
He's flinging himself around. I mean, he took that hell of a bump on the clothesline last night.
Yeah. This time he got fucking rocked as Enzo hooked him into the fucking post.
Yeah, and like one where he got yanked off the apron.
Oh yeah. No, he's definitely trying to get noticed. He's trying to pop the crowd enough to where people are like, oh, okay, people are watching what Mustafa is doing. I wouldn't mind seeing more Mustafa Ali on 205.
Yeah, I smell what Mustafa's cooking.
After Mustafa Ali was hooked into the post, apparently Enzo couldn't capitalize on the situation. He fell down as Daivari was hit with a Selena del Sol and then pinned. And then Enzo was mad at Daivari for not kicking out of a finisher.
Well, yeah, it's 2017. Enzo doesn't expect anybody to stay down for at least more than 2 finishers.
I mean, that's fair. But Kalisto's a cruiserweight champion, so he's got to keep him down somehow. Daivari's not exactly known for kicking out of finishers. He's not really known for kicking out of much.
It's true.
So
this 205 Live is
a huge backtrack.
Yeah, and it's all also getting muddled up with the rumors of Neville potentially wanting to leave the company or walking out.
I hope
Monday at Raw.
I hope it's not true because they're I don't know.
It's one of those. It's super detrimental if that's the case, because and I mean like, okay, to a degree I get it. Neville's pissed. I would be pissed if I was the one who was essentially single-handedly carrying the cruiserweight division, and then they booked me to lose to Enzo Amore via dick kick, and then come up with, like, baby pad Enzo, so I don't get the rematch that, like, 99.9% of all WWE champions will get their contractually obligated rematch. They come up with this clause and have Neville break the rule, and he doesn't get his rematch.
But what I don't understand is that Neville was still the star of the show. He had a lengthy title run. He lost in a shitty way, which was not only good for changing the landscape of the Cruiserweight title and giving Enzo something to fucking do, but then even after that, him breaking the clause and causing himself to not get a title shot only while Enzo was champion. That was the clause, was as long as he was champion, no one was going to get a shot. He was still the star of the show because he was beating the fuck out of Enzo week after week.
Yeah.
I don't understand what... I hope he's not... I hope that these are all just rumors and this isn't actually what he's pissed off about, because I think those are bullshit reasons. And I would lose a lot of respect for Neville if he's leaving because of a storyline. It's not like he's going to be taken out of the title picture forever. Especially now that Kalisto is on there. He could immediately go back to shit kicker Neville and go after Kalisto.
Yeah.
And not miss a fucking beat.
Yeah. Except we know that's not immediately what's going to happen regardless.
No.
Because
I know it's
we're
not
still riding on the Enzo train now.
I know, and I get that, but he was a champion for 8 months. He can take a little... It's not like people are going to forget about Neville. He's literally been in the Cruiserweight division. He's been the only thing worthwhile in the Cruiserweight division for months.
Yeah. I think a part of it could be also afraid of being backtracked too hard. Because the whole reason why Neville's heel persona in the Cruiserweight division worked was coming off of the fact that he could come out and say, guess, like, where the hell has WWE been putting me for the last ever, forgetting about me for the Cruiserweight Classic, forgetting about me for the UK tournament, not having me do anything on Raw, so that he could be bitter on the Cruiserweight division. So he might just be worried about being put back on that back burner again.
Yeah, but I mean, like most heel gimmicks, he eventually got over.
Yeah.
And he made a quick babyface transition. Doesn't mean, I mean, you could have easily had Kalisto get all of this babyface heat and then immediately have Neville kick the shit out of him, and then go right back into no. You can have your moment, but I've been running this division since January. I've been the talk of the town since January. What have you done other than get tossed into a trash can by Braun Strowman?
Yeah. So, I mean, worst case scenario, in 60 days, Pac is back on the indies. Best case scenario, cooler heads prevail,
Please.
and Neville shows up in like 2 weeks.
I hope so. That's it.
Here's another thing
right.
that I could think, though, is if Neville does leave, give him like a year or so to rebrand himself on the indies, and Triple H will just bring him back to NXT. Give him the Drew Galloway treatment. I mean, Drew McIntyre.
All right. I don't want Neville to go. Don't. Just chill. You're fine. But for now, guys, thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Click the links.
There's a lot of links.
Like a podcast.
That's the SoundCloud link.
And Reasonable Wrestling Fan.
It's reasonable with a W.
Like wrestling. There's also extra stuff on this YouTube channel because we got our Hell in a Cell review.
Yeah.
And coming up this weekend, there's going to be a top 5 for the months of October. So look forward to that. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Hey.
Fucking so far.
Yeah. And Mojo Rawley.
Yeah. They both want